What's up, Scorpio? Hello, hello, hello. I am Love from a Leo, and today I will be doing your reading. So, yeah, what's been up, Scorpios? My mysterious Scorpios. Okay, so I've already cleansed myself and asked all of my spirit guides and all the elements to assist me in your reading so that I can give you the most clear reading that I possibly can. And just as a disclaimer, excuse any background noise. There's some clothes washing back there, so if you hear anything, it's just the washer and the dryer. I hope it isn't too distracting. But yes, let me go ahead and start shuffling. I've been kind of excited to read you guys, actually. You guys are awesome. Scorpios. I actually don't know too many Scorpios, but the ones that I do know are like really cool, and like for some reason I actually get along very well with Scorpios, even though there's like this myth that Leos and Scorpios are like too opposite to get along, which I actually disagree with, because Scorpios are pretty chill. So let's see. The crystals that I pick out 2 crystals, 2 or 3, before I do any shuffling or anything. And today, the ones that I picked up for you guys are black obsidian and pyrite. I have videos on both of those, so if you would like some information on more, then you can go down to the crystal collection playlist and listen to me talk about these crystals that you can probably just go look up yourself. So hopefully that does give you a little bit of help when it comes to these crystals, and we'll see how they relate to your reading in just a second. Okay, so let's see, what can I give you guys? Okay, the first card will represent your recent past energy, the second card will represent your current energy, and the last card will represent your future energy, meaning this is a free will universe. So the future card is just kind of your path and what you're going, or sometimes it tells me what you need to look out for. So ultimately what I'm trying to say is it's up to you to pick your own future. Okay, so this is black obsidian and this is pyrite, and again I have videos of both of those if you guys want to check that out. Okay, so let's see what's in store for you guys. Okay, all right, so for your recent past, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now the Knight of Pentacles is the ultimate, in my opinion. He's like the ultimate guy who finally has his head on straight, even though he's looking back. He has his head on straight when it comes to what he wants. He's achieved it pretty much. He's walking away from some type of experience with a little bit more knowledge, and of course more abundance and his material life, or his earthly life. So this can have something to do with work, or this could have something to do with your family life, but when I say family, I just mean people that you surround yourself with, that give you that you have fun with, or things that, just earthly, mortal type of things. This is what this card represents. And as you can see, he's looking back, but his horse is going forward. So his drive is forward, but sometimes he's looking back. Sometimes he can be kind of flashy. He's like, look what I got, look what I did for myself. There's kind of a time of like having gratitude in what you've done, but sometimes it can be a little tricky, because if you keep looking back, keep trying to show off what you have, you can fall off your horse, right? So, but that's a good card still, though. Nothing to get scared about. It's kind of like enjoying the fruits of your labor, so to speak. Okay, so for your present energy, we have the Sun card, which is one of my favorites. For me, it's one of my favorites because it represents pretty much just the whole Leo embodiment. So this could be that maybe you have a Leo in your life that's making you extremely happy. This is also like the strength, you know what I mean? Or you could have a child in your future, or not in your future, but you could be having a child that's making you happy, or you could be having a child yourself. But sometimes that's a little far out there. But yes, this is all about having fun, being lighthearted, enjoying yourself, feeling warm, being comfortable in your surroundings. or just having, if this isn't you, then it's a Leo in your life, or if it isn't a Leo in your life, then this is just you, and this is your energy right now. You're just happy-go-lucky, you're bold, you're confident, you're the sun, right? And then lastly, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Now, the Ten of Swords in reverse, well, upright, this is usually a card that you kind of don't want to get, because this is a time of despair, a time of war ending, or a relationship ending, or not necessarily a death per se, but this is a time where you're mentally killing something off, right? The knives in his back suggest that there's been a lot of hurt, depending on who you are in the situation. You could be the person taking the knives out, meaning this is you mentally cutting out everything, or this could be you on the ground, you being betrayed, you being manipulated of some sorts mentally. But since it's in reverse, I think that this is saying that you're starting something, if that makes sense. So you're starting to come to terms with something, you're ending something, but not in a bad way. This is you figuring your power mentally, and you haven't made the next move yet, but you have come to terms with something that isn't something that you should be a part of anymore. Okay, so I'm going to do a clarification on that Ten of Swords in reverse, so I can get a little bit more clarity, because that's kind of a vague interpretation for that. So let's see, what is this Ten of Swords in reverse for my Scorpio? Ten of Swords in reverse for Scorpio. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles, and it's upright. So this is about you finally being able to cooperate. This is about cooperation. This is about whether you're working with someone in your family or working with someone at work, a coworker, a friend, you're finally having some cooperation. So with this being in reverse, this is telling me that you figured out what you needed to do so that you can get to this. Now, this isn't related to work. This is probably something to do with your relationship. You figured out what you can do to keep things working smoothly. So it's good. In general, it's good. You figured out what you need to do to cooperate. And so now you're not in this position. You're like this. Like you figured it out already. You've already moved on from this war that's already been happening. So yes, a very good card, cooperation. So I'm loving that you guys have that. And your spread. So your spread is actually really, really good. You guys have been in a pretty balanced space right now. Currently, strength, the sun, goes hand in hand. You guys are feeling good right now. At least this is what this is saying. So maybe if this isn't about you feeling good, then I'm thinking you're in a relationship with the Leo, and if you aren't in a relationship with the Leo, then it's just, this is your energy, okay? So, but either way, you figured out what you needed to do to make yourself or the person that you're working with work together and work smoothly. You guys have figured out your problems and you're hashing it out in the near future, okay? So even if you haven't gotten to that, you can stay in this energy right now, because this is saying you're good, you're strong, you're healthy, you're doing okay. And once you stay in that mindset, this is going to come to you, okay? So with that ending of figuring out what it needs to be fixed or whatever, comes the cooperation, which is the Three of Pentacles, okay? And understanding someone's strengths, their gratitude, and working together generally is the whole message, working together. Okay, so very good, you guys. Black Obsidian, I guess I can relate that to this Ten of Swords, because you guys look into yourself mentally to figure out what is it that needs to be fixed, whether it be in your relationship, your work life, yourself. But this is like a mental thing. So this is something that you were probably just like, okay, I need to fix this. Doesn't mean that you were telling others. I know that as Scorpios, you guys tend to be very mysterious and methodical in your thoughts. So I'm sure that you figured this out without really having to tell anyone. But for some reason, you were able to come and fix this. So if you dealt with it on your own and you figured it out yourself, somehow you were still able to get this cooperation going, which is great. And pyrite definitely goes with this card. This is my favorite stone because it's pretty Leo. I mean, it's like almost as Leo as you can get. It's all about, it's like a fire element type of stone, so it works very well in the sun. That's how I charge it. I got the sun card for you guys with the strength. This stone gives confidence, self-assurance, and like go-getter attitude, and that's what this card embodies. So definitely I would suggest you guys go get black obsidian and pyrite. And yes, I think that's all I needed to say for this reading. You guys are actually in a good place. It looks like you guys have it pretty figured out. I hope it stays like this for you guys, and hopefully this cooperation keeps going for you guys, because I know that life is just easier when everyone is cooperating, right? But yeah, I'm very proud of this reading for you guys. You guys are definitely in a good place, okay? Yeah, so that's all I want to say. If I'm not your favorite Leo, I will be one day. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye.